my pretty picture, as you can expect. So I'm a system administrator and operations engineer, helping to make sure everything tries to keep running on a day-to-day basis. And I'm most often known for wearing shirts, wearing stuff like this, because I like to automate things, make sure security's right, and keep everything running. So we're going to talk about 4 different areas. I'll be hitting up the my security area. So from an individual perspective, security is actually very important, as is privacy. And one of the ways that we can do that is by, if this decides to click, not use HTTP. HTTP just by itself, which you'll see most of the time, is the non-secure version. The secure version is HTTPS. Now you can tell Matt Sambell has helped with these slides because they'll be quite colourful. So the S in HTTP stands for secure. And this is where you would normally see it, is up the top of your browser. You'll see it when you go to YouTube, you'll see it when you use Gmail, you'll also predominantly see it when you use your bank. And it's an indicator that when you're using the site, that the information that you're transmitting is being kept secure when it's transferred to the server and not being attacked on the way. So what we've started using recently is a new certificate authority called Let's Encrypt. And this isn't a quote from Albert Einstein, but Let's Encrypt is a new certificate authority. Nice. It is free and it's automatable and thankfully quite open and transparent. So what we've had in the past is we haven't had all of our schools using HTTPS for their Schoolbox instance. And these are some of the problems where you've had to pay for that certificate. It usually lasts 1 to 2 years in most cases, and every time it has to expire, that you need to make sure that you've remembered to go and renew it. Otherwise you get lovely pop-ups with people not being able to access your site. And so it's a very manual process for how that's controlled, and potentially, depending on your certificate, quite costly. And so we found some benefits using Let's Encrypt. It is backed by some really big companies being Mozilla, Akamai, Cisco and the EFF. Since these guys founded it in October last year, it's since been backed by Facebook and everyone else under the sun. And the idea is that these are free certificates, so then makes it nice and easy. And better yet, they're automated in the way that you can install them and renew them, which means that instead of your IT admins having to control and set these up, we can manage them from the Schoolbox side and just make sure that continues to work, is always renewed, up to date, and you don't have to think about paying for them anymore, which I think is great. And so this is the big goal, HTTPS on every site for everyone. Now thankfully we can help them with the Schoolbox side, and that's our goal for the end of this year, is to try and get every one of our live servers on HTTPS. So we have made some progress. As of October last year, just before Let's Encrypt went out of its public trial, we had about 74% of our servers with HTTPS. Using Let's Encrypt and encouraging lots of server admins, we've managed to get that up to 88% as of the start of August. It's a bit higher now. And so we've got about 12% left to go. But as you can see already, 28% of our instances are already using Let's Encrypt. So it does work. Everyone else is already starting to use them. And I'd certainly suggest that if you're not looking at it from your other servers and other systems that you run within the school, I'd certainly start checking it out. For Schoolbox, we're going to be encouraging you, when your existing certificate expires, to hand over control to us and that we can run it for you, so you can take one thing out of your mind. And next up will be Matt to talk about the next 3 areas that we had listed there.
Thank you. Thanks, Sam. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much, Sam. So I'm Matt Sambell, founder and support manager. I'm back by popular demand. A few years ago, I presented, and after this, we survey everyone, and people said, "More Matt." That was really lovely of you. So here I am. Last time I presented, I showed off my new family, Sarah and Esther, and so I thought it'd be fun to show off my newer addition to the family. There's There's Vivian right there. Nothing's changed with me. I still like walks on the beach and wild colours. I love GIFs as well. Love animated GIFs. They say a picture says 1,000 words, so I suppose an animated GIF says thousands and thousands of words. But anyway, why am I here? Why are we all here? We're all here because I am an individual. We're all individuals, and so we're here to talk about I am an individual. And we were asked, my immediate... Actually, before I go on, this reminds me of I am an individual. That'll do. Reminds me of Jacko. No sound. Yes.
If you're lucky someday you might see me on the street. My crystal clear complexion is
He was an individual. He even sang about it. Lots of individuals there. Just thought that was a bit of fun. But it's more about schools, individual schools, rather than Jacko and the crew from the 80s that he had there. Teachers and students. There's me, actually. I don't know if I can highlight yet. Me from primary school. So it's about schools, teachers and students. So I got together with my team, but more so there was the support team that was asked to chat. Half of us weren't here, some of us weren't here for this shot, so just highlighting some of us there. This is from our getaway this year. We've got support team. We got together and thought, how do we chat about the individual for support? So we got together and thought, how do we, what is the individual, what are the successes for the individual, the support successes for the individual? Because support can be, from an outside perspective, support can be maybe a bit dry. Although a lot goes on behind the scenes, it's basically bugs come in, they confirmed, developed, and then fix is released. The small bugs are the ones we're fine with, we like. It's the big ones that you want to watch out for. But I digress again. So the point is that we thought there's rarely a bug for the individual. The chances are, if one of you has a bug, you probably all have it. And so we didn't know what to talk about and so we thought, what should we chat about? So we came up with my security. Thank you, Sam, for presenting that. A shout out to Andrew. He wanted to call it keep our privates private. Just a little shout out to you. And so I'll be doing my voice. I'll be getting to my talks now. My voice, my look, and my experience. So my voice. So this is just basically, you all have a voice. You all have ideas to share and questions to ask. And so we launched Schoolbox Help, a support tool for you to share those ideas and ask those questions. What am I doing? There we are. So we had the forum. That's a tool for you to share ideas and people vote, which then gives us insights into... it helps us ask the questions. Is this tool helping you? That's the question we want to ask. And so the forums is one way to do that. And how are schools feeling? So how are you feeling when you're using Schoolbox? And so that gives us insights into the ideas and the changes that you want to make to Schoolbox. And so it gives you, I guess, your voice. Gives you an opportunity to have a say. So yeah, we appreciate all the people in the forums and all the ideas you pass on, whether it's the forums or in person or whatever. But it's all about popularity. The reason for all of this, because the most popular, I guess, a popular idea, we're more likely to want to deliver to all the schools. So it's all about popularity the state or condition of being liked, admired, or supported by many by many people, by many schools. Because what it does, it evolves tools for schools. This is the original Schoolbox, called Portal back then. James built in 2002. Thanks, James. And it's evolved somewhat to here with the help of everyone. So back in September 2015, we officially launched Schoolbox Help. Since then, we've had 192 questions and 515 ideas shared from all of you. So big shout out, big thanks very much. So we've had also 51 forum ideas have been delivered since Jan 2015, which even predates Schoolbox Help. We had a previous forum. So that's amazing, 51 ideas. Good on you, good on everyone, thank you. And 12 forum ideas delivered in version 16. And I was just going to show that, here's some features that we delivered. In summary on some of those ideas, course improvements had around 32 votes. The hide notifications panel, which James pointed out, we've discussed already today, had 15, and the quick login as another user was something that's been requested for a while, but it got jumped on quite heavily just more recently, so that had 10 votes. So yeah, the more activity in these ideas, the more it brings it to our attention of what needs to change and what improvements to make. Predating the forums, we had lots of requests to improve the mobile experience, sports fixtures, and pastoral care. Shout out to all our gurus, our forum gurus. There's facilitators out there that are answering questions. People ask questions, and there are a lot of you out there that just go in and answer questions for people, which is really helpful. So yeah, thank you to you gurus out there. I won't name names, but you're all out there. And it's all because, why? It's because schools supporting schools. Because it also means that there are more experts out there for you all and more use cases circulating. Also wanted to touch with your voice, still on my voice, we have the local user forums. The first local Melbourne forum was here actually. This is a shot from Genazzano, Schoolbox Melbourne local forum. We say local, but they're mainly city. This is a shout out to, the reason I point out the forums and then I'm showing lovely Andrew Gibson here is because those local user forums, they get you more comfortable with Schoolbox, comfortable with using the product, comfortable with meeting other people at schools and using technology in schools. So it gets you comfortable with Schoolbox. And we sent Andrew a t-shirt and he sent us back a shot of him wearing the t-shirt. Thanks, Andrew. He's here today, actually. Also on Facebook, he said I could mention this. He shared that on Facebook, the one on the right, where he was, he posted a series of shots of him losing weight over time, and the final one was in a Schoolbox t-shirt. And I remember James said he was on the journey of weight loss, all to be able to wear the Schoolbox t-shirt. So the next section, My Look, it's about the skin builder. So it's all about allowing you to complete the look. So the skin builder is a tool giving the power back to the individual. Some people that had the look were Zoolander, for sure. And even an individual is the platypus, with a really unique look there. It kind of looks like a cat with a duck bill when you see it running off land, actually, on dry land. But they're cute, very cute. But it's an individual, it's got its own look. So did Iris Apfel, a well-known interior designer, fashion designer. This quote's nice. When you don't dress like everyone else, you don't have to think like everyone else. Robin Hood, he had the look as well. You can see clearly there, good look going. He got all his men in that look as well, his merry men. But he had the power to say no, to to steal from the rich and give to the poor. He stood up. He was an individual who stood up, had the power, and that's basically what I'm getting at here, is that the skin builder that we've provided you gives you the power, much like the user provisioning system which James presented. It's giving the power back to the individual to be able to control the look of Schoolbox or provision your users in any way you see fit. Because after all, you have your own brand. You may even have some designers and developers, your own agency. I threw some pics of designers in there, maybe a developer meme. Designer meme there. Because it's all about I have the power. You have the power. He-Man had the power. He also has some cool gifts as well. Anyway, strange. And now my experience, the final section. My experience. So this one's about how does Schoolbox taste? And it's actually about a term or a philosophy called dog fooding. Eating your own dog food, also called dog fooding, is a slang term used to reference a scenario in which a company uses its own product to test and promote the product. Dog fooding. I think it dates back, maybe dog food companies at one stage said that our dog food is so good that we would even eat it. And shout out to good old Gene Wilder. Willy Wonka, he was all over trying his own product. And while looking online for, about dog fooding, I found this actually, which is relevant to education. How often do you do your own assignments? Does anyone do their own assignments? Do you have time to do that? Because, we want to know how you're feeling when you're using Schoolbox. Is it amazing? Is it amazing? Is it amazingly brilliant? Blows you away? Maybe you're just indifferent. Maybe you kind of don't know how to use it. It's a bit confusing. But maybe it doesn't work. Or maybe it makes you really angry. This one I had to throw in there. This one's been around forever. This guy really doesn't like Schoolbox. Maybe it makes you really happy. You just so much so you want to clap when you're using Schoolbox or technology. We use Schoolbox too. My point is, my experience. We want to know what the experience is like for you. We use Schoolbox too, and Sean touched on that earlier. So here's a shot of our team actually partway through the teacher course in Schoolbox Help. We use it for Schoolbox Help, for communication, communicating to everyone, promoting our achievements, promoting everything we do, and collaboration, docs, marking, building courses, due work. So building all those assessments, assessing, even managing users and admin. We use it for our internal intranet portal and LMS as well. There's a shot, that was a shot from our office. Yeah, so again, use it for all these things. We're starting to use it for e-portfolios as well. We think Schoolbox is yummy. It tastes yummy from our use. And it's all about experience. Your experience, do you have experiences? Are you experienced? Reminded me of Jimi Hendrix Experience's album cover. We just want you to enjoy the rest of today and tomorrow and have a good experience. You all have stories to share from teaching and using different pieces of technology and ways to integrate them into your teaching. Share. We encourage you to go out there, have a good time, meet some new people, have a good time. So that brings me to that's all, folks. Thank you very much, and thanks, Sam, for helping out as well. Thanks to my team as well. They facilitated the topics. Yeah. Ta.